And we're live, I believe. Just tweak things out. Jump on YouTube. I don't know how well my stream's going to handle being live, but we'll see. Because obviously it's I was meant to pop the chat. I don't know how well it's going to handle me using all the software, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how well it's going to handle me using. Let's go up there. Minimize that, and we'll open up After Effects. No, we won't. We'll open up Photoshop. Chat can go there. Photoshop. There, like so. Good, we're good. Right. Make sure I'm sort of in the centre of the face cam, roughly. Where am I going? I've got so many bloody folders. We want the Steve Hine darts close up, which is that one. I say it might be a bit slow because my computer's old, but we'll try and deal with it. Right, we'll take that off and we'll just go select subject. Hopefully that does it well enough. Okay, same as normal. Just go paint that bit back in, paint that bit back in. Paint these bits back in. Back in. That's a bit overdone, but we can fix that later on. We'll fix them bits later on. They're all good by the looks of things. Just touch that up a touch. All good, all good, all good, all good, all good. All good. Right. Then we're going to just press mask. Boom, removes the background. Just like that. Then what we want to do is create a new layer and fill it in a really awful colour, like a really bright lime green yellow. That might be too bright. Maybe a bit of a darker green. There we go. Right. Just so we can see what we're masking. Bring this down. Bigger than that. Smaller than that. So we'll go 15. Touch bigger. We'll go 17. That's about right. And we'll take the hardness down to 97. And then you just paint it away. And it's gone, just like that. Boom. You'll do this for all the rings. That probably is a quicker way of doing it, but I'd like to make sure it's all done properly. I'm still learning Photoshop as a software. I'm very set in my ways, so I'm not really taking any official courses on how to learn Photoshop officially, so everything I know is sort of self-taught, basically. those small rings a bit. I'll do them bits in a bit more. Tell you what I'm going to do actually quite quick. I'm just going to share this stream to Facebook. Because some people might join from Facebook. We'll soon see. The thumbnail's a bit misleading, but share, copy. Right. Just going to go on distraction. Just wait for it to load. Post. Right. Back to editing. These don't have to be spot on because obviously you can see these like right up close, but once you actually get into the promo video, they're not going to be too close up, so they don't have to be exact. I should really remember the shortcut for making the brush smaller, but I don't. Dark Squad must have taken this photo on the wonk because those rings aren't exactly cut straight. How's it going, Kieran? Very hot this morning, but it always is in this room. So happy I'm not actually playing darts. Need some air conditioning. For people who haven't seen a close-up of the Steve Hines, I guess is this a nice little close-up. Just remove some of the white bits out. Corner, how's it going? Is that all of the big rings? Not so much. Ooh. Right, so now I'll do these little rings, and I'll do these ones. So we will reduce the brush size. Oh my god, where am I? Oh, I'm going to do brush. I know there is a shortcut for reducing the brush size, but I just can't remember what it is. Brush theatre, yeah, I know it's meant to be like this for a week or so, I think. I'm not looking forward to playing football on Sunday when it's 25 degrees. And then I've got to try and get home, have a shower, and then get to my mate's house within an hour after football to watch the England game. So that's going to be a nightmare. It's just there. Got a touch bit, I'll go 14 for them. Yeah, that's good enough. This is going to be a really boring, chilled out stream for people who don't really want to watch. Especially this Photoshop bit. This Photoshop bit won't really teach many people anything, but the editing part might if people want to learn how to edit, I guess. I only have this software for a limited amount of months, so unless when I get a job I want to pay for it, but that's quite a questionable use of my money. It's very expensive. Obviously I've got all this software for free at uni, but it expires in August, so it's very questionable whether I'd justify paying £50 a month for it. I mean, I could. That looks Ooh, it was nearly about right. Just got to fill these bits in. Just select that. It's a bit small. Select there. Yeah, that's right. Just do that. Paint it out. I'm guessing the same for the bottom. Yep. Although not as bad. Just click that in there. Do that and paint it out. And we should be good. So what we'll do is we'll export that. Just share to Twitter. Thanks, mate. Oh, so many folders. I need to really sort out my desktop. Loxley promos, Hein, images, close up PNG, save. PNG already exists. I've already done this bit. I wasted all that time doing that, and I've already done this bit. Oh well, no, there's a puffin. That's a photo I took. Now we open up After Effects, which just covered the chat. There we go. I will actually cover the chat for a sec because I need to import the stuff. So, Loxley promos. I haven't found the music for this yet actually, so I need to do that. You won't hear the music. Oh, you might hear the music. If someone could think of a type of music for Steve Hein that isn't copyrighted, like a genre or a style, or just something that would work well for promo. Where am I looking here? Loxley promos. I'll need that. I can't remember what logo they wanted, but we'll figure it out. Put that in there. And we'll put that in there. I need to edit the box as well, but I'll do that at a later date because I don't think I'll get that far in this video. Click that to the side. What's everyone up to today then? I just thought I'd stream for those who aren't doing a lot. I don't want that. I want this. If it loads, I'll already got a new window. New window. There we go. And we want Adobe. Oh no, I want stock. Stock.adobe.com. So this is where I find all my music and stuff. Now you are meant to purchase this stuff for promos, but it's still copyright free, so you get away with it. So if I just put promo for now, and these are just samples, so these are full length tracks, but you only get like a minute of them. Housework, upload the Aspinall review and then chill out. Fair enough, mate. That's sort of what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing later after this, but I'll probably do this for about an hour. I probably won't get that far either, but... So we want something. Steve Hein used to come out to Bonkers by Dizzy Rascal, didn't he? So we don't really want, like... groovy. If it plays. Apparently not. Bakery music, see what comes up. I don't think anything's coming up. Okay, this isn't, these aren't playing, so what I'm going to do is just close it down. I'll start the promo as I would anyway. So for me, that is putting in the Loxley logo, shrinking it down a touch. Bring your scale down. Obviously this is After Effects, so if you edit on Premiere Pro it's kind of similar. If you edit on anything else it's nothing like anything else, unfortunately. So we can delete that. And we put the Loxley logo at the top. And scale it down just a tad. I would say the Muffin Man nursery rhyme bird sound a tad silly and likely not royalty free. I think it probably is royalty free. I don't think anyone actually owns the Muffin Man nursery rhyme but also, yeah, it would sound a bit silly for a promo. That looks about the right size I'd want. So now what I do here is have what I would like to do is have like a diagonal expanding shape thing, but I can't remember how you do it. I know I had it on the Matt Edgar promo originally. So I guess the best way to do it is just experiment. That's how you learn how to edit, basically. You just experiment with stuff. So for me, it's going to be something like that. Morning, Neil. How's it going? Your fill. I hope you want the shape layer. Shape. Fill. Steve loves a good rave. I have heard around that he does like a rave. Now, where is this? The fill has disappeared. I assume. The opacity's down like that. The only problem is with some dubstep is I don't think it would be very promo friendly. So now this goes. Oh, the anchor point's got to be in the middle. Hang on. Anchor point has to be rough, not exactly in the middle, but roughly. So we'll go 95. In fact, we can put it. I don't know if there's a way to center up your anchor point, but this is how I do it. So you do that, so I know it's there. So I know it's 106, right? So you do that, bring it down. That's pretty spot on. So minus 251, 106. That's your center point, and then it will rotate from the middle now, as you can see. Then what I want to do is set this rotation to 30 degrees. No, I don't. Minus 30 degrees. Sorry. That might be too far. Okay, maybe minus 45. Go at a good angle there. And what you do is you bring this across. Bring it up. Now, there is a way of expanding this from left to right. Now, I can't remember how you do it, which is really annoying. I'm trying to figure out how this is working. Not so far. That way, that way, that way, that way. Okay. Now, is this the animation thing? Yes. It's trim paths, I believe. That's the one, I think. I want the offset to be minus 45, because that's what the thing is. No, you don't. This is a see, now what happens here is, I don't know how you fix this bit doing that instead of just going straight from like here to here. Kieran sent me a DM. There's a track called 2-5 that sounds good and is royalty free. I'll check that out when I get to doing the music eventually, mate. Okay, so we'll scrap this idea. We'll get rid of that. I want a way of transitioning from this screen to effectively what is this. But I'll make it black and white. Which I can't remember how you do. It's been so long since, like, literally the Aaron Beanie video I did like last week, and if I don't edit on this for a week, I forget how to do it. There's a bird outside my window. Effect, black and white. There we go. And then what we do is, because it's a little tad too bright, we will change the contrast a touch. Bring the contrast up, and we'll bring the brightness down, like that. So you can sort of see a bit more of the forest and the sky's a bit darker. And what this will do from start to finish, so from here to the end, which is over here, it will just move down like so. So as you go over time, it will slowly move. Now you probably won't notice it if you're actually watching the video itself, like it's barely moving, but that little bit of dynamicness adds to the effect. So it will keep your eyes stimulated when there's not a lot going on. So that can go at the bottom for now. What we could do is auto animate something. So on After Effects you get a lot of automatic animation. So if I was to go into Loxley and go Effects, wait for it to load, so you get all these animation presets in here. You got text presets, you got everything. So I could stick that on there. No, I can't, because that's a 3D text animation. Ignore me. I could put not compatible with Streamlabs for streams, but hopefully be able to edit on it. Yeah, you pick up some different tips. Like some editing softwares are similar. After Effects this is more of a motion graphics editor rather than an actual video editor, but you can edit videos in this. So we'll go with, here we go, transitions. So if we go, stretch and blur or something, I don't know. You do that, but simple little thing like that. Morning, Sean. Now, stuff like this preset, you can do manually, which I like to do. So you can change like how quick it is. So stretch master control. If I just drag this closer, it makes it quicker. As you can see. I don't really like that effect, if I'm being honest, so I'll probably delete it. I didn't know you'd done these videos. I don't. I'm just streaming because I'm bored, and I thought it would be helpful for some people to do stuff like this, and it's too hot to play darts. What I actually really like to do is relink these layers together. I suppose so. So I normally like to have a beat of music, and then so key to any editing, montage, promos, anything, even just normal videos, have your beats match a movement or something in your video. So for me, when you hit a beat, something happens because it's easier on the eye. If you have something move and then you go, so say this Loxley thing and say this Loxley logo moves, goes out of the way, it goes boom like that. Whereas instead of going boom like that, where it moves simultaneously, it just sounds a lot better. So for me, what I will do is I'll keep the start bit fine. You probably want to see the Loxley logo for 1, 2, 3, 3.5 seconds roughly. So that's 3:17. You can go position, scale. So these are your keyframes. So keyframes are like adjusting how long's between something happening or when something starts and when something ends. So for me, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm not. I go 4. Put the scale up to 1000, like so. The opacity at this point is also key, and it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. So it should, after a few seconds, boom, like that. See, nice and simple. All I've done is, over the space of 0.04 seconds, or over 4 frames, is gone increased. I've put 1 keyframe, I've gone 4 frames, and I've gone from normal opacity, so 100 to 0, so it fades out, and I've also gone from scale, so 100 or 72, whatever your scale is, up to 1000, just to expand, so it looks like it's coming past you. So, boom, like that. And that will be on the beat of the music, hopefully. If I need to move this, I'll just highlight them and just move them side to side so they meet the music. But that's that for now. So what I'll do is 1, 2, 3, boom, like so. And then we'll have a picture of Steve Hine in the background, which we need to source off Google Images. Now, obviously, you shouldn't use Google Images. Don't go stealing photos of Google. You can see my like most used websites are Dance Corner and stuff. So we want Steve Hine images. Now we want something we can take the background off. I think I did use this one, but the problem is because the background's black and his shirt's black, it like messed up the background. I like this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this in Photoshop. So we're going to copy it, copy image. Seeing him P right play Championship final was nice. When you copy something in Photoshop, it will go to your clipboard automatically. So if I create new and paste it, same size. Perfect. Then what we'll do is select your subject, and it will try and select your subject, which should be Steve Hine. Boom. It's going to take a while. Boom. Spot on. What we're going to do, we can delete that. What we're going to do is we're going to mask this layer, removes the background. Lovely. What I'm also going to do, right quick, is just remove the 180 logo. So obviously this is a Loxley promo. That's not it. I'm going to go to Steve Hine. You want to select it. You want to go fill, content aware, and it will try and fill it based on stuff that's around it. So that looks okay, although it's a bit weird because of the what we're going to do because the image is so small, it's very pixelated. So what we'll do is we'll go fill, content aware, boom, and that looks more natural. And there's your Steve Hine picture. So we'll go file, export as PNG. So PNG images don't have the background. I'm going to stick it in Loxley promo, Steve Hine images, boom, just like so. Minimize that, close that. We can go file, import file, Steve Hine is confirmed for the modestly, isn't he, on the next sort of round of fixtures? I don't know if that's like this week or not, I don't know. So there's our picture of Steve Hine sticking up the top. That's a bit small, so hopefully if we expand it, it's not going to be too blurry. I'm viewing this on quarter quality. You can put it on full, and that's how it looks when you put the video out. But if you edit on quarter, it's just quicker. That's why everything looks a bit blurry. So for me, we're going to do something like that, and that's good for me. So if you go full quality, it's not too blurry, it's not too bad. It's a bit green because of the like the arena bits, but I don't produce sign for Loxley soon. I have heard that there was quite a few. I didn't get names specifically, but I did hear there was some quite big players that wanted to sign with Loxley. But apparently their personalities didn't fit or something. So what we need to do now is we actually need to put Steve Hine. We're going to rename this actually so I know what it is. Steve Hine IMG, stands for image, and that's going to go there. So what you get now is a nice little. This might be a bit long. Boom. There's Steve Hine. If we go full, I don't think it'll play on full because it's quite. Boom, there's Steve Hine, look at him. And what we're also going to do actually is from this point here, I'm going to put a scale keyframe in, which is going to go to there and bring the scale up to 236 maybe, just so as it's on the screen. You sort of a bit of dynamicness to it, because you want to show that information that it's Steve Hine, right? But also, you don't just want to show a static image on screen. Unless someone's reading like a word, then it's not too bad. But you can see as you move, it expands and the background goes down, which is just a nice bit of dynamicness. Just adds that little bit extra to the video. Now, when it's obviously playing, it doesn't look, you can't really quite see it, but it does happen, and it will allow your eyes will recognise it. So that's just something, little editing tip. If you're ever editing like a graphic thing or a close up of a dart or anything, move your background slowly, move your image slowly, and it looks so much better. That looks good. Thank you, Sean. So now what we want to do is we want to transition Steve out. So from this point where he sort of stops moving. Now I wanted to use different transitions on each video, but also I don't really want to go too over the top. I can't do this with my crappy editor. Yeah, not many people actually have access to the software, so I'm very lucky. The only problem is I can't really do this sort of stuff in my actual videos, which is what I was sort of ranting about on Twitter yesterday. Was I just can't. I've got the creativity there, but I can't put it into my videos. So it's trying to find something I want to do. Let's see what stretch and slide looks like. And it'll always the transition when you just put it over the top will always start when you put it down. That looks a bit cheesy, doesn't it? Although it is quite slow, so maybe if we what we also want to do is we want to make this quicker, but we also want to reverse it. So you go keyframe assistant, time reverse, and it just flips them around. Boom, like that. But that is also very cheesy, so we'll get rid of that. Morning, Ross, how's it going? Just editing some videos. Interesting your workflow. It's all over the place, mate, honestly. It's one of those where you learn off YouTube, you experiment, learn different things, and then you end up just sticking with certain stuff. So what we've got so far is we've got the Loxley. I haven't got any music for this yet because I can't actually. I'm doing so many things at once, the music won't play. So what I'm going to do is just edit it how I feel like I'm going to edit it, and then I'll just move the keyframes so they match the music. So we've got the Loxley logo, then it expands out, boom, there's Steve Hine, and the background moves slowly and Steve Hine expands slowly. You can sort of see it better there. And now we're going to transition Steve out and have his darts. So We're just looking for some effects at the minute because I can't be bothered to do it manually. I don't like the stretch ones, so we'll probably get rid of that. Dissolves might be right. Oh god, what have we done? Up here. Dissolve dither. Now these are transitions in, so we will actually have to time reverse the keyframes every time we do it, which is a bit annoying, but we'll get an idea of what's going on. How the hell did they manage to bring back the original background of the image? That's ridiculous. No. Too cheesy. Maybe if we make it quicker. It's just going to look stupid, I can tell. Yeah. Vapor. I'm guessing this looks like vapor. Ooh. I like that. That's not too bad. Who do you think the best player from Southeast Asia is? I have no idea. We're back. Turn the microphone off. What was I saying? Oh, about the yeah, understand where I come from the creativity thing. Yeah, like I just don't. The problem is you need to do something big because people don't appreciate the small things. So if you do like the little nameplate things, so you know, like someone's doing an interview and like a name thing flashes up and does all this movement, that probably takes like half an hour to make at least, and people don't appreciate that. That's why I don't bother doing it. But once they're made, obviously. But it's just one of them. I'm editing an interview for Darts Mad over the weekend. So the idea is to hopefully do something with them, but we'll see. I don't like that. Well, should the other way around? I can quite easily shoot on camera and make things look nice. Yeah, you're like I can do all that stuff, but the time it takes for me to do it takes probably longer than some people because I haven't done it professionally yet. But like coming up with ideas and stuff, I feel like I'm quite good with, like in terms of editing. But the actual video itself, I struggle with. Do I watch darts? I do. I just don't watch I don't keep up with it as much. Like I'll watch it on TV. I don't really watch the Pro Tour so much, and I don't really take note of like how everyone's doing. I'll just watch it, and like if I see a good game of darts, it's a good game of darts. But if I won't watch the Pro Tour and keep up with like how anyone outside the streaming balls are doing, unless it's like someone that I follow, like the Loxley guys, the bigger players. Like if they lose to someone, like, I'm not going to keep up with all the draws and like say who's here and who's there. So, like you say, you've listed like all the Southeast Asian players, so basically like players from like Japan and Hong Kong and places like that. Honestly, I couldn't tell you like most of those. But like, I know who they are and I've heard of them, but I've not seen them. Like I just remember Kai Fan alone was like averaging stupid numbers in like Q school, and obviously Paul Lim's a legend, but Poodage. What about Poodage? Oh, what for Darts Mad? No, that's Luke Jones that does that, isn't it? Darts Mad. Right, anyway, we need to figure out the way of doing this. Fade overexposed. See, why is it bringing back the background? Oh, I guess because it's the layer. Yeah, okay. We don't want that. I could be for ages doing this, I'm not going to lie. Look at the wipes. Wipes. Yeah, I was going to say, he's not darts mad. Can we bring that down a touch? I don't really know what that takes. Oh, it's because I don't really like that. I'm very picky. If we work together on shoots, our skills would work with each other. They probably would, to be fair. I think like your ideas for videos and stuff, and like you understand like how to make things look professional, whereas I know how to do stuff but not how to make it look professional. So if someone like guided me on how to do that, I'd be a lot better. Like my Loxley promos I like, but I know I could do a lot better if I had guidance. Obviously, like Matt and Dom and that at Loxley, they're not like professional video people, so they're not gonna come back to me and say like, oh, this needs to look a bit more smooth, or there's too much stuff going on here. Like I can look at videos and say like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this, but like sometimes I think I try and do too much, or I try and compensate for the fact that I can't do something by doing something else. So like the Target stuff, I really like the Target promo videos, like literally the 15-second ones. But I can't do that stuff because I can't 3D model and bits like that, and I need like the 3D models of the darts. So what we had. See what wedge wipe looks like. No. Star, but we're going to go for a couple more No, absolutely not. I reckon what we're going to do is stick with the dissolve one, which was vapor, wasn't it? Which I like. Yeah. What we'll do though is, I just realised I moved the scale, didn't I? Just go over there. This has just got to be made quicker. Oh, actually, that don't matter. So I can boom. There you go, across there like so. Move them there. Boom, like that. Cool. We're to give everyone a shoot. Oh, so big good shout as well. Collaborations on a Dark Stream, as Ross said. Yeah, the thing is, I enjoy playing, and I really want to get more playing into my content. But the problem is, like, I'm not a straight to the point darts where I can average like 80 and tell people how to play, which I've kind of realised. Like, I can do practice games and I can say like what's made me better, but I can only do that to a certain point. So I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. And also coming up with like practice games and stuff that people will actually use and people will enjoy playing. Because you don't want to just like repost old practice games. I think I had some ideas for some videos, but then like they were just a bit like, I can't really do a lot with them. How have I thrown darts? On and off for since I was 6, so 17 years. But like from ages 6 until 16, I literally just threw darts at home, like just randomly a ball. I wasn't actually trying to get better. The ball probably wasn't at the right height. I didn't stand at the right distance. And then when I turned 16, I started playing darts with my mates for a team in our local league. Literally only just turned up on a Friday to play, but I got a little bit better, sort of averaged about 40. We were the worst team in the league. Then sort of stopped playing for a couple of years, then come back again for a year or two. Got a little bit better, started averaging like 45-ish, and then stopped playing again, and I started playing again in dart. Started playing in November 2019, that's when I sort of started playing properly. And now I'm up to a 60 average. I went from like a 45 to a 60 average, I'd probably say in like 8 months. And now I'm kind of plateauing a bit. So I'm trying to find a way of improving that further. Hopefully once my custom darts come, I can sort of start really working on practice routines. So at the minute, and also getting out and about, I think will help practice as well, because I really struggle to focus like playing here at home. Like I'll just play again. Like sometimes I'll get like 2 or 3 legs into a game and I know I'm not playing well and I'll just stop, which is probably a good thing. But then like also if I'm doing practice and I'm playing like 1-2-1, if I'm practicing and playing like a game like 1-2-1, I probably get the first few numbers and then I'm like, I'll stop focus now. I'll just hit numbers, which is probably why I'm so good at scoring, because I'll just stand up and start throwing darts at a treble 20. Right, so now close that down. We can bring in the old dart itself. Absolutely buzzing to try a custom, hence why I made the font now. Yeah, the plan was, so since people have ordered, I had 18 sets, which was 14 or 15 for people who buy them. One person doesn't paid. And then Zach said, I'll buy 2 sets. And we'll get the price down, because 20 sets is obviously cheaper than 10. So he actually got the price down of the actual dart itself to £27.50. So if I knew that, I would have probably taken the price down even more. But what that means now is there's the possibility to purchase some flights and stems that will come with the darts. Not that it makes a big difference, because people probably won't use them. Or potentially buy some little wallet things as well. But I need to figure out how much money postage is going to be, how much the wallets cost, because I'm going to need like 14, 15 wallets, because obviously my darts, I don't care if they don't come in wallets, they're my darts, but I just want something for people to be able to keep them in, because not everyone's going to use them as their match darts. They're just going to keep them as a collection. So I think the idea would be to buy some wallets for them, which I know Mark's done. I don't know if he's bought them off Darts Corner, because I think Darts Corner they're like £1 a wallet, which isn't too bad. I don't know if you can get them from like Wish or like some cheap website and get them for like 20p, but you probably need to order like 50 of them. But whatever works out cheaper. I'll probably do that, like some way of packaging them. I know Zach probably has a way of packaging, sending out custom darts, but I'd like them to come in like some sort of wallet. Whether or not Mark's got his wallets like customised or not, I don't know. I obviously can't afford to do that, because originally the darts were, I think, £4 more expensive than the cost of production, or £3.50 more than the cost of production. So, do I have any sets still up for grabs? I might do. We've ordered 20. Zach's ordered 2. I don't know if I think he's keeping one for himself. I'm going to have 2 or 3 sets. So we've ordered 20. I'm going to have 2 or 3 sets. Probably 3, just to be safe. So that's 17 left. Zach's got 2, which leaves 15. And we've ordered 14 or 15 for people who want to buy them. So we've literally ordered the amount that people ordered, plus the ones that I wanted, plus the 2 that Zach ordered. So we don't really have any up for grabs. But there might be the possibility to put in a second order. Or potentially, if we can get the money in now, we might be able to add to that already existing order. Because the problem is, if we do a second order, we'd have to get 20 people to do it again to get them for the same price. Or 10, and I don't think there's 10 or 20 people that would want them. But they're £36 a set, which for a custom set of darts isn't too bad. And like I say, originally they were £32.50 production, £36 retail, but they dropped to £27.50, so that sort of £9.50 profit that we make is going towards postage, and then potentially buying wallets and stuff for people to have them in. So if you want a set, message me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll message Zach and see if he's got the ability to add to the order, because they're obviously not in production yet, because we literally only ordered them like a week or 2 ago. But if he's able to add to the order, I'll get that done. If not, you might have to pay an extra few quid. I think for 5 sets it was £37.50. So for 5 sets it was £37.50. So if I charge people £38 or £39, that'll cover your postage as well, just about. But I don't want to take the piss. But like I say, but yeah, if you want a set, just message me and I'll try and get some stuff done. I might also, when I start work, buy some sets just to have here, and if people want them, I'll sell them. But I just didn't have the money to buy like the extra sets to have here to ship out at a later date. That was the problem. Right. Anyway, back to it then. So we've got Steve Hine fading out there. The only problem we have here is this top bit. But hopefully it goes so quickly that people won't realise. Because people are only going to watch it once or twice. Unless you're me and you watch it like 6 times every time it comes up on someone's feed. But that's okay. Right, what we want now is we want a close-up of the dart, which can go there, go down there. And we're going to scale it down a touch. I'm going to rotate it minus 90 degrees. So we can either go, one of the extra sets that I bought was for Stuart, because I know he said he would pay when he gets back from work, so I do have a set for him left behind, especially if there's one guy who hasn't paid yet, I don't think. So if he doesn't want them, then I'll give that set to Stuart. If not, I'll give Stuart one of my sets, and I'll just get another spare set at a later date. Because the plan is to have these darts for as long as I can possibly use them, if they're right for me. And if I like them. So if I like them and I get on with them well, which I should do because they're a pretty simple dart, I'm going to probably order more sets at a later date anyway, so I can have extra sets, because obviously the plan is to have these sets last me a while until either I don't get on with them, or the absolute miracle that I become a sponsored player and someone wants to make my darts for me, but that's not going to happen. So anyway, boom. What do you do if you break a point? Repoint it. Unless I don't have time to repoint it, I was in the middle of a game, I'll have a spare set with me. Right, so I've got this, and it goes to Steve Hine, and he fades out, boom, like so. So what we want here is for this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This needs to be 0% opacity here. So here, boom, put our keyframe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. Maybe there needs to be 100. Maybe. So that should now, boom, like that. That's nice and smooth now. Put it on full quality, you'll see the dart a bit better, like so. We actually want this bigger. Something like that, maybe. Another idea is for videos you could do a promo like doing the Loxley for Darts Tubers, or even some of the shops themselves. Yeah, I want to do more stuff like this, but the problem is it's more like a professional thing. Like, I don't think many people would be interested. I was going to upload the Loxley promos individually to my channel, but I don't think people are interested. I mean, I probably will do later on anyway. I'll just upload them all at once, but boom. 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 I need to watch something a few times for me to understand if I like it or not. Something like that. Can we move it slightly to there? Whoa, what was that? Kind of works, but I want to move it maybe about there. Boom. Nice, I like that. Give me a few weeks and I'll get a promo done for my channel if that's okay with you. Yeah, that's fine, mate. I'm actually planning to go into some freelance work, so I'll have to give you some sort of quote or something, because I don't really want to do like hourly rate, because some people take the mick. Like, some people are like, oh yeah, £12 an hour. It took me like 14 hours total to edit, which is true if you're doing like a professional grade video, but for my videos it probably take like 2 or 3 hours. These ones probably take they take probably like 6-7 hours total over the course of the Aaron Beanie one. Took me like 6 hours over one. I just smashed out in one day, because when you get into it you really enjoy it. But so here we have the opacity. So what this does is similar to what happens here with the Loxley logo, but it just doesn't expand as much. obviously this, if we get there, oh, it's because I'm full quality, hold on, my bad. So it starts here, it expands, and it fades out. And then the Steve Hine thing also expands, but not as much, and it also fades out. Fades out quicker than it expands, basically. And then you've got the dart. Now what we want to do is we'll do some text. Go Steve Hine signature darts is what I normally put, don't I? Signature darts. And what we do is expand this out to about there, 80 if we can get there. 81, 80. This needs to be bigger, so we'll go 85 maybe. 95. Shrink this down a touch, we'll go 70. Take that to 100. No. This needs to come down to 72. What we're also going to do is that. We'll scale it up. Something like that. Go to the line tool, and you go in the middle, and you move this one, it goes there. That. There we have a little thing there. Now what we want to do is we want to create a shape. So we're going to do that. Stretch. That's not what I want to do. We're going to make a big shape. That's the wrong way. I'm going to do it this way. So we have that, like so. That has to go above the Steve Hine layer, and then you add a trick mat to the Steve Hine darts, which gives you a mask, like so. I'll put the mask in the wrong place. That has to go over there. Does it not? Now I'm confused. Does that not go there? Oh, I know why. Hold on. It'll be good for your portfolio as well, I'm sure. So happy to help, especially since it's something you do as a career. Yeah, I've actually got an interview later today at 5, so we're hoping. Fill needs to be 100%, and then it'll come up. Boom, there we go. So now what happens is, you've got a mask, so it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that disappears, that comes in, then you're probably going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you don't, you go 1, 2, 3. What we're going to do is we'll move the Steve Hine darts over here, and it disappears. We want the actual, we want the shape layer itself to be moved ever so slightly so it's closer to the edge of the dart, like so. And then what happens is when you move the Steve Hine thing, it goes back there, but that still needs to be moved this way a touch. So, like there. Then what happens is when it goes behind, it looks like it's going behind the dart. Look at that. See? Magic. Absolute magic. Yeah, look at that. And all that is you put a mask layer up here, where you put a shape and then you trick mat it, so whenever this text is inside that rectangle, it will show, and when it's outside, it won't show. So when you put it on the edge of the dart like that, it looks like it's going behind the dart. So you want to go there, boom, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, you do that. Bang, I'm just going to make sure these are linear as well so they don't go back and forth. Linear. Boom. Yeah. So now we have that Loxley logo stays up for a bit long, but we're alright. You've got Steve Hine, you've got that, look at that, nice and smooth. That might be a bit slow. Drag that over. I like that. Then we're going to add some tracking to it, which makes the text expand. And what we're also going to do actually is go back to there. Move that as far over as we can get it. So about there, I'd say. Give or take. And the animator, which is the tracking amount. you want to start at the start so it looks natural, and then you want to get to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You want this to last for about a second and a half, so probably something like that. And you want it to track to about 3 or 4. 3 will be good. Bang, like so. Maybe even less. You might want it to be 2. I want to go to 2. You might want it to drag out a touch more. Could I review your choice? Smash it. Thank you. It's working for a company. I have no idea what they really do. It's about medical science or something. And I'm just there to do their social media, basically. Three. There we go. Look at that. Look. So now we've got 1, 2, 3. Now that's not quite in the middle, which I don't like, because you'd want this to be, you'd want the dart to be maybe here, and the Steve Hine bit to be also there, but it's not a massive deal. I've also liked using this effect where I have like the text in filled in, and then the sort of the sub line, just the outline. And it just breaks it up a bit more, which looks really nice. So for me, it's like Steve Hine signature darts, and then I think in the Ryan Searle video I done like the. So for me, this will be like classic ring grip style, and then underneath it will say like perfect for all players, and the perfect for all players will be this like white outline text, and the simple ring grip will be, or classic style barrel will be the full white, just so it breaks it up a bit and looks quite nice. So you've got Loxley, bang, 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 bang. Okay. So you want that to last to probably about there. Like I say, this will move eventually when I do the music as well. Now, what we can do now is we could potentially see, the problem is with this dart is it's very simple, which is good, perfectly good dart, but there aren't many selling points to it. So for like the Ryan Searle darts, you've got their bomber shaped barrel, their lateral cut for extra grip. Can't remember what it's put on there, whatever. Like Aaron Beanie darts got a scallop, they're PVD coated, micro ring grip, available in 22 and 24 grams, like 4 different sort of selling points which I put in the video. Here, they're a classic ring grip barrel, they're only available in 23 grams, or 23.5, and that's about it. Like maybe the coloured rings, like blue and black rings, but are people really going to matter? Like that's where you're looking for these videos, is to get your selling points in. Ideally. If we revisit the old YouTube, it's so slow. No, it's me, you Matador Darts. There it is. Look. I get recommended some weird stuff on my YouTube. There's Matt Edgar with the Mission Taurus 270. I need to watch that. I've watched this on my other account. Yeah, anyway. I think for now we're probably done. I said I'd go an hour, it'd be like an hour and 10 minutes. We've got a little bit done. Hopefully some people have learned something. I think the main thing is just keyframes. Learning how to use keyframes is the most important thing you'll ever need to learn on any editing software. Most editing softwares have keyframes or some variation of keyframes. Sometimes they won't be in this format. Sometimes they'll be on the actual video itself, and there'll just be 2 points and a line in between, and you can move them closer and further apart, and that'll make them quicker. But this software is so in depth. Like you could have like a 3D space, and you can have like 2D layers in a 3D space, or you can make 2D layers and put them together to make a room, and it's crazy how much you can do on this software. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. I think hopefully people have learned a little bit about how I edit, learned a couple of techniques and stuff. It's nothing over the top, but it's some stuff that people don't know. So hopefully you've all learned something. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I might finish this off in another stream, but we'll soon see, possibly tomorrow. So